this is lab 2. Okay, first we're going to click on resource groups, and then create a new resource group. Then we have to set the region to US West 2, and we'll make name our resource group CIS 347. Yeah, I did that backwards. Here. Okay. And then we click review and create. Next, we type in network group. Click that. Get rid of that. Hit create. Then click our resource group that we just made. Name the network. I'm going to name it CIS3470VN for virtual network. Region still the same. Leave security as default. Everything else default. And then hit review and create. And we'll wait for that to finish deploying. Okay, so it's finished deploying. Next, we need to create a virtual network gateway. So we have to type in virtual network. There it is. Create. Our name is going to be similar to CIS. 3470 VNG. Same region. I have to change the type. Not type. SKU to VPNGW1. Assign the network. For the public IP address, we want to put CIS 3470 IP1 and then CIS 3070 IP2. And then create. So we have to download the readme text from Canvas. So let me download that real quick. Open it up. And we need to run it on PowerShell. So let me open up PowerShell. Copy paste the 3. This will give us our certificates that we need. Let me open up Windows certificate manager to personal, and at the very bottom we have CIS 3470 and client 1 and 2 and our root certificate. We need to extract these to our desktop, so let me go ahead and open export. Next, change this to base 64, and then hit save it to desktop. Need a folder for it. Export, yep. And we will do the same thing for the other two. The only differences is we click here. Instead of no, we have to say yes. And then let me set a password for this. password's just password 01 with a VM. No, this is just password 01. Okay. Save it really quick. This is fine. Do this repeat, rinse and repeat for these. Okay, when that's done, we open up the virtual network gate again. And we need to point to site configuration. Let's hit config now. We'll set the address pool to 172.3470.0/24, and changing the tunnel type instead of the open, we're changing it to IKV2 default. Writing the public IP address as CIS3470 VIP, and then we need to add our root certificate, which is what we had just grabbed, or extracted to the desktop. So let me type in CIS3470 root, and let me go open up the certificate in WordPad and copy this here and paste it into there. Okay, change it so you can see. There. Just paste it into there. Should check out. And then we need to wait for it to finish deploying before we are able to download the client. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, so it's finished downloading. Open it up here. Click here. The setup. Yes. It opens up. Then we go to settings. Networks, VPNs, and we click on CIS3470 VN, connect, continue, and change it instead of 2 to client 1. Okay, that's set up now. Let's make the VM machine. First click create VM, connect the resource group, connecting the resource group, and then we gotta type in okay, so we gotta make our finish setting up our VM machine. Connect to the resource group. I've named it CIS3070VM and set it to West 3. Our username. I have to change. I did have to change the image. For some reason, it kept popping up with Ubiquity. No, not Ubiquity. Say that. Okay, so we are creating, finished setting up this virtual machine. Its name is CIS3470VM, connected to the resource group, set the region to US West 3, change the size to a B1 size, and then we're going to make the username my Cal Poly stuff, and then password 01 with a VM at the end, capital VM, that stays the same. That's this, we have to change the disk drive to a standard HD, but other than that, it all stays the same. That's all default, 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 default. So now we just review and create, and I'll be back when it's finished deploying. Okay, so it's finished deploying. I'm going to start it back up. Give me a second. Copy this public IP address, and I'm going to drop it into the remote connect. Type in the username and password. Allow connect. Yes. And as you see, it is running, but it's slow. We will fix that in a second. First, let me go back to the VM machine, and I'm going to make a DNS name. Configure. Type the name as CECCIS 3470. Can't have any capitals. Click save. And now we go to overview. You will see our DNS name. Hang on, I'm going to reload it. There it is. Copy that to clipboard and paste it into the credentials. Now you don't use the IP address anymore. And boom, we're still in. It's still slow. It'll help in a second by resizing it. But as you can see, it does load in. So let me sign out real quick. Okay. Now we have to resize this to make it run just a little better. Let me go down up here to size, and we're just going to do B2, just a little better. And I'll be back once it's finished resizing. So now we're going to connect back in. Type in password, yes. And it is now much faster. So I'm going to show you how to connect the clients and make sure how to keep one from connecting. Alright. Okay, that's done. Stop recording.